Hi, everyone. This is Josh Lambert, product manager for our global search group. And along with me here is CZ. CZ, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, I'm CZ. I'm the engineering manager of the global search team. Today, I'm going to work with Josh to introduce our planning for GitLab 16.2 release.
Yeah, awesome. And 16.2 will be available on July 22nd. And so this is what we are planning to work on in that time period between now and then. I'll go through our features and CZ will walk us through the maintenance and bugs. And so kick things off with our continuation of our efforts towards improving our code search support. For those who have been paying attention to past videos, we have been working to switch over to a new code search solution based on the Zoot open source project. And we are well underway on building out that integration and support. Right now, our focus is on moving towards our opt-in beta. And there are a couple of key items that we wanted to support to do that. Number one is we want to go ahead and add private project support. This is important because a lot of our customers and users have private projects, and we need to make sure we handle the authentication and also the permissions that go along with these so we show the appropriate results to the appropriate user. So that is important and ongoing. And there's a number of other items that also go into the opt-in beta around just making sure we handle certain events within the product lifecycle, things like handling project deletion so that content is also deleted off of the index servers, but also, of course, triggering indexing on import of projects, handling project and group moves and transfers and things like that. So all help us make sure that our opt-in beta goes smoothly and we can handle the various lifecycle events that occur in the GitLab product. Moving over towards our broader advanced search solution, which allows users to find and search across the entire organization and or instance. We have been working on some key improvements here as well. These have already been in progress from last milestone, and so we're going to be wrapping these up here in this release. The first one will allow users to filter on issues or labels for issues. And so labels are a really common way for folks to label things and otherwise kind of like target them, and allowing users to actually facet or filter on them within the global search experience will really help out our users in finding what they're looking for and narrowing down that list more quickly. So looking forward to that. We're also adding support for both group level wikis and for epics. So these are now content types that you can actually search for within global search. And last, but certainly not least, we are working to hide archive projects by default. And so if you have a lot of archive projects within your organization or your instance, sometimes these can be returned as one of the top hits, which is oftentimes not what you're looking for. And so by having these by default, we can turn the content that is more likely to be relevant for the user to them more easily as far as one of those top hits. And of course, you can turn this back on if you really are looking for that archive project. So looking forward to offering that to our users as well. And so with that, that is the main features we're working on in 16.2, and I'll hand it over to CZ to take us through the maintenance and the bugs.
Thank you, Josh. Hi, everyone. In the 16.2 release, we'll continue our efforts to make performance improvements and to address the bugs that discovered in our product. For the maintenance, we'll continue the work of moving the project data to a separate index. This is part of our overall effort of splitting our gigantic index into smaller pieces to help improve the searching performance. Also, we have heard the feedback from our customers about our data migration framework. We'll make improvements of this data migration framework by adding more documentations, and also we'll also to enhance how we run the migrations. For example, we'll be checking the cluster health status to decide when we want to run this job. Also in 16.2, we'll also be cleaning up a couple of feature flags. For the bug fixes, we plan to work on first, we have the customer feedback on some of the rig tasks, which are used to report the cluster and index status. Will be improving the two rig tasks to make it clear and reduce the confusion. And also, we'll address the issue that we found in the area of switching between the default branches. So we'll make sure the index will happen correctly when the default branch switched. Other than that, we'll also address a couple of issues that we found in the areas of permission and access level checks. Those are the bug fixes we plan for the coming release. I think that's all from my side.
Great. Thanks, CZ. And thanks again for all of your great work in planning and organizing for this release. So appreciate it. And thank you all for watching. And we are excited to bring these features to you and improvements. And we'll talk to you next month for our 16.3 release. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, CZ.
Thank you.